Hi everybody. My name is Marina Henke and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on the semester. Last spring, my close friend and her family adopted a rescue dog. This dog was old and had been neglected for a really long time. He was timid and dirty, and whenever anybody went near him, he cowered. They gave him tons of love. They let him run around outside, and my friend would sit on the couch with that dog for hours, just petting him. 3 weeks after meeting him, I came back to the house. The dog came roaring around the corner, coming at me with full speed. He was alert and happy, and half of his tongue was lolling out of his mouth. Gone was the reluctance. Gone was the weary old dog that I was expecting to see. The next time my friend brought him to the vet, she mentioned this. The vet turned to her and said, "Oh yeah, we call that their second puppyhood." As it turns out, this phenomenon was not uncommon. Many neglected dogs simply lost out on being a puppy. Then, when they're given these great new homes with time to run and just be, they get somewhat of a redo. A second puppyhood. For the past 4.5 months, that phrase has been bouncing around in my mind. I thought about it while walking through the LAB during a passing period. I thought about it while sitting on the black trail in English class with Jeff, furiously wiping piles of snow off of my papers. I thought about it when we played soccer out on a frozen lake for history class with Michael. I think that we all might have just gotten a second puppyhood. I might not be speaking for all of us, but I suspect I'm speaking for most. I really think we all came here for a reason. I came here because I was anxious and sad, and I never went outside during the day. I thought that school was something to be gotten through, not something to anticipate. I loved to learn, but I didn't love how I was learning. Some combinations of those frustrations describes many of us. As one of us shared in a poem a few months ago, we were lost lights. And then we all came here. I remember driving onto campus on the first day. I'd never seen so much snow in my life. I'd never seen so many pine trees. Some of us had grown up with even more snow. Some had never really been sledding. And thus began the process. We allowed ourselves to unravel. Stress flew off that sledding hill and was left dripping off of well-worn skis. You could sense a change in the semester when we all began to find that intangible, impossible to describe joy. We were encouraged to do what we loved and were surrounded by people that loved what we do. That combination of allowance and camaraderie made all the difference. Within weeks, we were fully living out our second puppyhood, a second chance at learning the right way. Here's the thing though, everybody had not failed us at home. I want to take a moment and thank all of our parents. Thank you all. Thank you. I'm sure many in this room grew hesitant after hearing about -30 below mornings or swarms of bugs. They were all worth it, I promise. My parents, and I'm sure all others, embraced this experience with unabounding enthusiasm and absolute support. Such a send-off made all the difference. Knowing that our endeavor was endorsed allowed us to sink our feet just a bit deeper into the snow. We could foster our own sense of place here because we knew that our homes were waiting patiently. The idea of home is a daunting one. What will happen to our puppyhood? No more snowy trails, no more misty bogs. It sometimes seems that these physical places are what holds together the abounding joy we all feel. The fear of my place and purpose fading away has only grown larger as the semester comes to a close. But as this last day has loomed, I've started to let go of this fear. Purpose only follows passion. We are all passionate, every single one of us. That has been reflected time after time, class after class, with soaking wet socks and scratchy mosquito bites. It was reflected in the blue light of the Quincy's and the rippling water from the dugout canoes. What lies at home is what we have fostered here. Walking through the campus on these final days, I can feel energy flow from every foot. We've worked as a whole to create this. We've worked to create a community that we can pull away and tuck back into different corners of the country and foster up again, alone. Because we know what we love. The green trail might not start up in your backyard, but you sure can replicate the same intent by tying up your laces and heading out for an adventure. A lack of grandness certainly does not mean a lack of exploration. Besides, our second puppyhood was prompted more by the allowance of wandering than the number of acres on our property. So friends, go out and find joy. If anything, the past semester has taught us that the urge to be happy is not an urge to be forgotten. Surround yourself with what you love, and please remember that a walk in the woods cures many things. So happy wandering, CS8.